Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Dungeon Nytes, your weekly dose of D&D from our brains to you. Soon to be a bi-weekly dose of D&D from our brains to you. There will be a Monday campaign starting up soon. Look out for that on the YouTubes. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell for more of this awesome content. That said, last time on Dungeon Nytes, the crew made their way through Axholm. They cleared out some ghouls. They found a chest with some goodies inside. They cleaned out a nest of spiders above all the defenses near the front. And just as they were about to get some rest, they heard a thing in the sky. It was not a happy thing. It was not a nice thing. In fact, it was a very mean thing. It was a dragon. And as you wandered out of the fortress, making your way back to the camp that you had established before entering, roughly a good 100 feet from the mountain, the things and stuffs happened. And I'm going to cry if the things and stuff are already breaking. Yeah.
Let's go back inside.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, let's do that.
And we're gonna roll initiative.
I disengage. I'm going back inside.
You're still gonna roll initiative first.
Yeah, that's not far right in my life right now. It's a 9.
On the stream screen, but not
Hello.
my screen. It's
Wow. That went great. Mysteria is going first.
what the fuck?
Yeah, you rolled a 7, a 3, an 8, and a 4, so... Actually, no, you rolled a 6. Rob.
Oh, I rolled a 15.
Which is an 8.
Dice roll.
Yeah, I have a +2.
The first time Mysteria gets to go first.
Unless the dragon goes first.
Yeah.
For our
Totally
party.
possible.
Can't hear cogs.
All right, I'm ready for initiative.
The sound is too
Pamir. It is a what?
12.
A 12. All right, Styria.
Oh yeah, your audio
I
is
know.
really loud. Okay.
16.
Okay. Savage.
8.
Ashin.
9.
Leif.
5.
Styria. At this point, about 60 feet in the air, you start to see what is very clearly an adult white dragon bearing down on you. What do you do?
Oh shit. Serious good? I need to fight this thing. She's going to attempt to go back inside.
You are, along with the party, everyone is about 100 feet from the entrance of the mountain to Axholm.
I don't remember stepping out that far.
Everybody made it to camp.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna start to retreat because she's a little low on everything right now.
Are you gonna do anything else besides move?
You dashing?
Yes. I don't want to fight it right now.
So you're going to move how far?
30 feet plus my dash is
30 feet.
60 feet. So yeah, 60 feet.
Okay. So you are approximately 40 feet now away from the mouth of the cave. Remember your own positioning. It's going to be important.
Okay.
It is the dragon's turn. He swoops in, sees Asteria start to run, and starts to make his way between Asteria and the rest of the party, landing with an enormous he's going to blast an icy cone of cold back towards the rest of the party.
I'm going to use my reaction to cast Absorb Elements.
Okay. Still need everyone to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Everyone else, or do I need to make one too?
No, you are not in the ray.
Okay.
It is not facing you. You are running. It is between you and the rest of the party. Did everybody make rolls?
The mirror got a 11.
Okay.
Goderic has a 14.
Okay.
I rolled an 8.
I rolled a nat 20, so 25.
But absorb Elements gives me resistance to the damage type, so resistance to cold.
Okay. Leif. And Ashin. You both take 25 cold damage. Godoruk and Bamir, you take 54 cold damage as it breathes its icy breath in your direction. Bamir.
Bamir is unconscious.
You need to make a save, sir.
He's a Bamir sickle. But he does succeed.
Successful death save.
Saving, so.
Fantastic. Ashin.
Yep.
Your turn.
Just gonna look at the dragon and say, "Hi."
Are you expecting a response?
Not in the moment. Just trying to think of what I want to do. I guess I'm going to shoot it in the face, because that hurt. So, yeah, the first shot's just a 10. That misses.
Does miss.
Fired a warning shot over the brow.
Second shot is a 23 to hit.
That'll absolutely hit.
For 12 damage. And then the last shot, Dread Ambusher. I'm going to sharpshooter it. Oh, that's the wrong roller. That's also the wrong roller. I clicked all three of them. Good times. Yeah, that misses.
As you fire off 3 arrows, Hashin, 2 glance off of its scales. 1 sinks right in. The dragon knocks its head back as you stick it right in the forehead. Godoruk, it's your turn.
What can I do to wake Mir up? Is that a medicine check?
Mm-hmm.
You can stabilize him,
You can.
but you can't make him get up without a healing.
You prevent him from doing more death saves.
Unless
Gotcha.
you feed him a healing potion.
Correct. That will bring him up.
Correct.
That will take your entire action to do so.
And I don't have any of those. Medicine isn't my strong suit. How far is that thing? The dragon?
I mean, I have a potion of healing. I'm not sure.
From you, it's within striking distance. It's probably 30 feet away. It landed between you and Asteria, so we'll call it 30 feet away.
I'm gonna throw a javelin at it.
Do you have rage?
Yeah, I actually do have one left. I will rage and throw a javelin at it. Thought I was out. Forgot I got another one.
When is that a good time to use that one ability where you could rage before it cold breathed you? Do you have that ability?
No, because it didn't surprise.
Didn't surprise you.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay. It's like that. That.
That is a. That's just a 13 to hit.
That will miss.
And then I'm going to take my 50 feet and run toward Asteria.
That's towards the dragon.
That is
Wait,
that
okay,
is
they're
directly at the
landed
dragon.
between us.
Yep.
Okay,
You can run between its
that
legs.
is not
sometimes.
what I heard. Let's not do that. I heard that totally wrong. Well, I will hold my ground then. I can't do anything else.
Got nothing else to throw?
Not at the moment, no. I'll use my actions.
Leave.
Yeah, bye. I'm going to use my shape changer ability. My eyes are going to go emerald green, and my voice is going to be that of Venom Fangs. And I'm going to look at the dragon and just say, "What are you doing, you absolute fool?" That's my entire turn. Hopefully
When you do this, the dragon kind of seems startled and kind of starts looking around itself. Asteria, it's your turn again.
Oh, shit. I might say that out loud. I'm 20 feet from the door. 60 feet. Just like something like that. One second. She is going to cast. I'm sorry, I'm looking at like 2 different spells right now.
Take your time. It's not like it's life or death or
Dragon's
anything.
killing us.
She is going to cast Call Lightning at the 4th level on the dragon to distract it to run. It has to make a dexterity save.
A dexterity save.
Yes.
Okay. That is a 22.
Okay, so that's at least half that. Ooh, this running up or down?
Down.
Down.
Now I have to math. That could half of 19 be
9.
9. So it takes 9 lightning damage.
So you call down this bolt of lightning. Zaps the dragon straight between the wings. And it lets out a big roar. And as it does, it starts to look left and look right. Are you moving at all?
I'm gonna wait for it to move towards me and I'll take the rest of my movement.
You're gonna use your
Hoping it
movement as a
chases me.
reaction.
Huh?
You're gonna use the rest of your movement as like a reaction.
Yeah.
Okay. It didn't see where that came from, so it continues to look around. It definitely seems a bit stunned. That said, it kind of focuses its gaze back on the party in front. And we're gonna make a scary roll. It attempts to breathe deep. But it's unable to use its breathing breath again. It starts to stomp its way towards the party. And tries to claw Godorok. And it misses with a big ol' whiff. And just eyes you glaringly. Bamir, it's your turn.
Bamir will continue his death impersonation.
You're also like that.
Who else will remember that? That's another 19.
It's
Nice.
2 out of 3. Let's go. That's what we looking for. Ashin.
I'm gonna force feed Bamir a potion of healing. So what is that? 2d4 plus 2? So you get 5 HP. And then I'm gonna make the opportunity to run whichever direction there might be a thicket 35 feet away.
There is some cover. That you can run towards. It's
Cool,
going to be
I'll
the
do that.
opposite direction of the mountain, though. Bit of a hike to get there, though.
It's fine.
Okay. Godorok.
Oh, it's in my face, so it's gonna get swung on.
Let's go.
That's 12, so missed that one.
That will not hit.
Swing again. And that's an 11, so missed that one too. That's it. That's all I got. I'm standing there.
As the dragon has tried to claw you, you take your axe and start to swing with 2 huge swings at this thing, but the fear is getting the best of you and you're pulling short of your swings a little bit. Leif.
Still have no spell slots. Um. I am. I don't. I can't boop him on the nose. So, I'm just going to use my last sorcery point for just the kicks of it. I'm going to twin spell a message, so at least Bamir can hear this. But voice is still Venom Fame. Going to message the dragon, and in Venom Fame's voice is just going to hear. I asked, what are you doing? Fly from here. I still have plans for these mortals. That's it. Bamir gets to hear that.
As you do this, once again the dragon lifts its head, looks in either direction. And Asteria, it's your turn.
So, Call Lightning is a concentration spell. I can do it again on my turn. Does it need to make another save, or do we do the save again?
You probably need to make another save.
Okay. Dexterity.
All right. That is a 2.
Yay.
And you cast that at 4th level?
Uh-huh.
Oh gosh. That's 4d10.
I can
Huh?
monster it.
There it goes. That is...
Some good
Hello.
damage.
Oh, wait a second. Why did it do it twice? You take the first one?
I see 25.
Yeah, I see
Or 20.
Yeah,
27.
27.
27. Okay. It did it twice on my screen. It's weird. So it's 27 lightning damage.
Asteria, you once again reach towards the sky and call forth lightning down on the back of the dragon. With its head up, looking around, confused by the message, it once again gets zapped straight between its wings. And you can see literally its body force itself into the ground and kind of start to jitter in pain. And then you see it spread its wings once again. And as it snarls, it ascends.
Can I opportunity attack it?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do that. I don't know why it's flying away. Doesn't matter. I missed.
Yeah, you missed. As it takes off, Godork, you take one kind of swing in it, and you miss. But it's okay. The dragon kind of looks down at all of you, kind of still jittering from the lightning attack. You can see it kind of struggling to maintain some balance as it takes off and takes a disengage beyond that opportunity attack and flies 40 feet into the air and 40 feet towards the north. Bamir.
Amir is confused as fuck because he just woke up and there's a dragon in his ears, but not the one that he thought they were fighting because he's freezing cold.
And you're prone.
He's laying on his back. He just stopped being a Bamir sickle, and he is going to throw up a little in his mouth and then heal himself.
As you do that, Amir, you start to hear the sound of the wings get further away. Ashin, it's your turn.
How far away is it?
It's
I have
80
600
away.
feet of range.
It's 80 feet away. You're still within range.
Should I shoot it? Should I let it leave?
That's up to you. You're in a bush. We can't hear you.
Who has the other sending stone right now?
Goderic.
Goderic does.
Even Goderic still has them.
I believe it takes an action to do a sending stone, though, so you won't be able to attack if you do this.
Yeah, it does take an action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna let it leave, and I'm gonna take my movement back over to the group. With my bow trained on it, as I'm watching it.
Is everybody in agreement that you're going to let it leave?
I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I can
far
yell
enough
at it
away,
again.
I can't do anything.
As you
I can
stand
miss with another
outside,
javelin.
as you stand outside in the night, in the wind, the wings get further and further away as the dragon fades into the horizon.
Okay.
I'm going to bed. Good night.
I go over to Bamir and help him up. Bamir, are you okay? And this isn't the voice of Venom Bane. I realize it as I start talking.
Ah! Oh.
So, sorry. The shape
And
changed
he
my
spits
voice.
on the ground, trying to get the acidic taste out of his mouth. Basically, he's shivering like he was, frozen or something.
Takes his jacket and puts it around Bamir.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Can we go back inside the fortress now?
I'm in agreement.
Just to start walking that way. Brushing the ice out of my chest hair.
It's starting to reconsider the creepiness of that place.
So, did anybody notice the lightning? Because I noticed the lightning.
Just gives Assyria a thumbs up from a distance. That was cool.
They get to her. She's like, well, I was trying to get it to pay attention to me instead of you guys, and it didn't really work.
I don't think it could see you.
Mm-mm. Well, didn't notice you at least.
Can we sleep now?
Sleeping inside. Yeah.
Why don't we get a
I'm-
fire going first?
Please, that be
I cast prestidigitation on Bamir's clothes to just warm them.
Oh, that feels nice. Thank you.
Goderic, should we grab some wood to make a fire?
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, let's
Be
do that.
careful.
You could probably
I'll-
some of the old furniture in there if you don't want to.
Yeah,
Scavenge
I was
Yeah,
gonna
but that's
say.
How about-
really old.
True.
I mean, I could try it. It's magic. I can try it.
No, I'm saying it's so dry that it would just burn up really fast.
Whatever.
I mean,
We'll make it quick.
if you think there's enough of it, we could just use what's inside.
Oh yes.
Okay. Yeah. What are we gonna eat? I guess I have rations.
We have food.
I think we're gonna deal with rations for the night.
I'm not hungry.
Pat Smear
spits
gently on the
out.
back.
He spits out another.
Ugh.
If you'd
How-
like an alternate form of warming, I do have my flask. If you're wanting a drink.
Might get that taste out of your mouth as well.
That's the
Yeah.
good stuff.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's worse.
As you stand there, kind of figuring out what your plans are.
Not standing, walking.
Oh no, we're
towards the-
working our
walking.
way
Yeah,
in.
we're
Don't
walking
do
towards the
that.
fortress.
Well,
As
they
you're
are walking, though.
towards the fortress, you realize that there are 2 companions missing currently.
They're not frozen or anything around us.
No one
Wait, did they
bothered
come
to
out
look.
or?
Oh, they
I mean,
Out in Dwarvish.
I thought they were with Asteria.
no.
okay. Are there dwarven bodies laying next to us?
As you look around, Vamir, you can see 2 bodies face down on the ground back near the campsite.
Are they frozen?
Are you going to go look?
Oh shit!
I guess
Uh,
I'll go look. I'll go look.
Amir's going over there for sure.
2
We'll
weeks
go
and
together.
forgot we had dwarves with us.
Who? What?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So I will do a quick check for the bodies when we get back towards the campsite.
As you walk upon the 2 bodies, you can see that they are frosted over, again, face down in the grass around the campfire.
Huh.
I am going to
With
cast
medicine
heal on or cure wounds on both of them. I
Okay.
don't care if it works or not. I'm trying them both.
Mears, you walk over. Apparently, the only one concerned for their well-being.
Said I was over there with
walked
Bamir.
over there.
Concerned. Rook is concerned.
You kind of cast this aura from your hands aimed at each of the down dwarves, and slowly you start to see small amounts of movement from both of them.
Damn.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, that's good.
Stiff movements. Who's that?
That was the dragon.
Norbert, you okay over there? Fucking cold.
Come on. We're going back in the fortress.
Yeah, what happened? What happened?
We got attacked by the dragon.
I remember dragon. I just. Oh god. Oh. Oh.
I know exactly how you feel.
Cast prestidigitation on their clothes to make it semi-warm for them.
Come on.
Thank you.
Vamir helps them up.
Mhm.
Daisy and Norbus kind of walk along weakly behind you all. And as you get inside, you're able to get a fire going.
While we're walking back, I would like to check the ground for if any like white dragon scales got dislodged from the lightning or attacks.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, 17.
You are able to find 2 white scales. As you pick them up, Leif, you kind of turn them over, and you can see one side has kind of almost a very dull, rough kind of feel to it, almost like sandpaper. And you assume that this is probably the underside of the scale, and as you kind of rotate it, the other side is smooth, and you can see very clearly that there's a lustrous shine towards the back end of the scale as it's kind of rounded off towards the end and towards the kind of more, tip of the scale as you would, that would have been close to the body. The newer part of the scale has kind of dulled about halfway through. So you've got this kind of wonderful gradient effect of kind of dull into lustrous sheen on the scales.
Turns over a couple times and then puts them both in my bag.
I think we could all use a good night's rest.
Yeah, I'm tapped out.
I agree. I think it's time. We're not outside. And, yeah, sleep is good. This fire feels great, too. Oh. Dazed and Norvis kind of huddle together next to the fire, wrapped in their cloaks. You can see them kind of put their heads together and just kind of close their eyes and fall asleep. Is anyone going to take watch?
Take
Yeah,
a
me.
walk.
Watch.
I'm gonna
Watch.
take first watch for four hours.
Anyone else going to volunteer for night watch?
Take the second watch.
Okay.
Usual group.
Mm-hmm.
Amir's already asleep.
Exhausted. Ashin, give me a perception check.
I'm tired, so that's a 7.
It's a 17.
That's
Small
not my
roll.
dice.
That's my roll.
Oh, that's your roll? What was your
Yeah.
Oh, what was your roll? It didn't come
I
through.
rolled a 2.
Roll it again. I didn't see it.
Okay, that's 21.
Okay. Despite being a little bit worse for wear, Ashin, and the biting cold kind of keeping you awake, you're able to kind of keep watch overnight. As you've cleared the fortress, you know there's pretty much nothing inside this place that's going to get you, but you keep your gaze kind of out at the portcullis and open, just ensuring that nothing wanders its way in or wanders its way back. And your 4-hour stint is uneventful.
Okay. I will go and wake Asteria from her meditation and then sit with her for a few minutes and then meditate with my head on her shoulder.
Stereo, what do you do during your watch?
Dragon to return.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I see shit.
Asteria's Ashin puts his head on your shoulder. You feel your mind kind of slip from focus and kind of put your head back on his, and as you stare out kind of into the open, you just kind of zone out. Not quite back in a meditative trance again, but certainly as if you're almost in a waking sleep. Fortunately, though, you see the sun begin to rise and kind of shafts of light start to hit the inside of the cuts of the mountain. And as they continue to grow closer to you and to the campfire, everyone else wakes up, and it's the morning.
Yay, long rest.
And
I can do
yes,
things.
please make sure to check the long rest box on your character sheet.
Alright. I get charges back in my staff. And use one immediately to cast Mage Armor.
Oh. That sucked.
Feeling a little better.
I mean, not really. Knowing that we still have to fight that thing at some point.
I mean,
We'll be more
we
prepared
know
next
we know
time.
it doesn't like lightning.
This is true.
Just kind of shrugs, tries to smile.
Good job with that, by the way. It was
Mhm.
awesome.
I missed it.
She called forth lightning from the sky and made the dragon leave.
Twice.
Mhm.
Yeah, we didn't see it either, Bamir, don't worry.
I'm sorry.
It all
I
ended
tried
really
to run. I
quickly
thought
for
everyone
us.
would have been able to follow.
Kind of landed between us as you ran.
I know.
Well, thank you for saving us once again.
Ugh.
Leif goes over to Daisel and Norbus and casts Mage Armor on both of them through the Staff of Defense.
What's that?
A magical shield.
Magical what?
It protects you a bit.
Really?
Mhm.
How does that work?
You want to find out?
No, don't answer that.
I mean, yes?
It basically gives you a little bit more. Think of it like wearing physical armor, but magically.
I would like to roll to unarmed strike him, but like a forceful poke to the shoulder.
Okay.
I've been one of the ones that, don't do damage.
So that's a 21
Oh yeah, you very forcefully poke.
for 1 damage.
Oh, ow.
Oh, sorry. Maybe I poked a little too hard. My bad.
Asheen, I'm not really sure what that really proved.
Say the one that didn't know how it works. I didn't want you. Why'd you poke me? So uncalled for.
He was trying to show you how the shield works.
Just use your words.
Sometimes
For the
it's
love of Pete.
sorry. Sometimes it's better by showing.
Damn it.
Asheen, it's mage armor. It's not like wearing plate mail.
Goodness gracious. Oh,
My bad.
by Morden, you've got a fucking arrow for a finger. God.
You went
have a
straight for his
bruise.
heart. How are you supposed to test the mage armor if you go right for?
This is why I didn't show him.
Well, what is our plan now?
Fuck out of here.
Well, I suppose we're on the way to Gnomengard, right?
Yeah, we still have to go to Gnomengard.
See the gnomes.
If
Sure, let's do that.
They might have some equipment that we could use against the dragon.
I mean, they certainly have lots of magics there. That's for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want me to go outside and take a look around and see what I see?
If you'd like to, sure.
Okay. So I would like to go out of the fortress, and then I'm going to expend first level slot for primeval awareness to sense if there are any dragons within 1 mile. Oh, well, we're in mountains, so it's 6 miles.
Ooh. Ashin, you kind of take a knee and kind of put your hand to the ground and kind of close your eyes. It feels almost like, if I had to describe it, it's almost like an invisible pulse that just kind of irradiates from your body, and almost like an echolocation kind of effect where it just kind of comes back to you, and you can kind of sense if there's anything around, and you do not sense any dragon within miles.
I will look around the immediate area to see if there are any other potential threats within my view. I guess I'll roll perception for that.
Sure. Yeah, give me a perception check.
18.
There's nothing around you. All you see, Ashin, is just kind of open countryside, kind of off the kind of mountains and hills on one side, and then just the mountains on the other.
Does he
I
see any
will-
suspicious bushes?
But all the bushes are sus at this point.
Oh, damn.
I fire at them all.
Expending all arrows within 600 feet of you. The bushes are clear. Catch a
No, I
random
don't fire
squirrel,
at
though.
them
That's fine.
I don't fire at them all, but I will make my way back inside and. Hey, so good news. There isn't a single dragon within 6 miles of us, and there's no immediate threat outside that I could tell.
Days Norbus, how far is Gnomengard from here?
I mean, it's probably a good day's travel from here.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Cool.
No, it's not so bad.
Oh, let's get a move on then. No time like the present, I guess.
None at all.
I wonder how long it'd be to fly there.
I mean, can we fly?
Well, Asteria can fly when she changes into a big eagle or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many people could she take?
And Ashina, you and I talked the other night about, or 2 nights ago.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Potion.
I don't know how long that potion would last.
I do not want to be turned into a bird.
No one's gonna turn you into a bird. I would turn into a bird.
And I could turn somebody else into a bird.
And then
Not
we
you,
could just,
Bamir.
we could just carry people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down. I hold my hand out.
I'd like to stay a dwarf, please.
Okay. Has Asteria turned into a bird before, like a giant bird?
No, I think I can turn
Okay.
into a giant eagle. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, let me.
They're a challenge. CR1. Yeah, you can turn into a giant eagle.
Have you seen one though?
She's about to.
I'm just.
He can polymorph me, and then she'll see one.
That's not how that works.
Can't learn it through polymorphing. I mean, I would hope that she would have seen the giant eagle at some point in 10 years here.
I mean, you never know.
I mean, that's more than feasible. They're pretty common.
Look, it's only a day. We can walk.
Do you want to walk, or do you want to get there in half the time?
It's only a day. We can walk.
Meanwhile, you've been walking, and as this happens, you kind of are continuing to see the mountains next to you and kind of feel the sun kind of continue to warm your bodies after the cold encounter of the previous evening. You continue traveling for the rest of the day. You guys take a nice little stop around lunchtime and consume some rations, but largely uneventful. It's a beautiful day. The kind of birds are chirping as you walk by, and you kind of weave in and out of patches of forest that creep closer to the mountains. And as you're continuing on, you get close to Gnomengard, and Daislin kind of just starts to alert you that you guys are getting close as you come upon this small stream leading into the mountains. Alright, so we're getting close to Gnomengard. A couple things that I wanted to impart to you before we get in here, yeah? Yep. So
Alright.
Okay.
this stream coming up here leads into a bit of a waterfall, and Gnomengard is kind of carved into the rocks around this stream and waterfall. For those of you that are not up and up on gnomish culture here, the rock gnomes are they're kind of a special sort. Like I said, they're into the magical tinkering and things. So lots of it is trial and error. They can be a bit of tricksters. They do not get many outsiders. So when they do, sometimes they can be known to be a bit I'm going to say playful is a kind word. Last time I was here, I had about 3 traps that I activated on the way to the throne room. So we should probably be aware of those. Not in ill will at all. So if that happens, don't get mad.
I will kill everyone.
Listen,
No,
make
you
no
won't.
promises.
Be quiet.
You're right, I won't.
It
Just,
honestly
you know,
sounds
head
fun.
on the swivel, They can hurt sometimes, so just beware. Also, the gnomes are ruled over here by 2 kings, Nurkli and Korbos. They're in a union. They're married, so don't give them any weird looks. I know that's like it's a little different, but
Because they're gnomes?
that's how they do their thing.
No, I
It's fine.
I don't like. What's the problem? I don't understand.
Is it because they're gnomes?
Yes, it's because they're gnomes.
Why would does having kingship as a gnome a strange thing?
No, having dual kingship is kind of a strange thing. They're kind of a pair of kings. So normally you have like 1 king, and then you have like no one else, or you have subjects. This one's got 2 kings, and they're together. They're in a relationship. So it's
Okay.
important for you to understand that there's not just 1 king that you're talking to. There's 2 kings you're talking to.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait, are we planning on going to talk to the king?
I mean, typically when one goes to Gnomengard, you're going to seek an audience with the king.
I mean, why would we want to go talk to the king?
Well, I mean, they're nice folk. They're very curious, and if we're trying to get an understanding of anything that we could potentially use against, the big thing that dropped in on us last night and tried to freeze us.
So, question before we go any further: you've talked to them before?
Well, of course, I've been here. Yeah.
Okay. So, do they have any quirks that we should know about before we go in there? Like
Yeah.
certain things that we should or shouldn't say, certain things that we should or shouldn't do. You know what I mean?
I mean, it gets the obvious. Not too many gnomes that are around everywhere, and so they're a bit small in stature. I would avoid discussions about that. It tends to be a bit touchy of a subject for anyone of smaller height. He kind of looks at Norbus, and Norbus kind of like smiles and smirks a little bit as he's just like kind of gruff.
Godoruk, don't pick any of them up without asking.
We literally have
Make no promises.
No,
A
really
very-
don't. Sorry, Ashin.
I
We
don't
literally
think
have a
we're
very good-
going- Go
I'll wait.
ahead. Said I don't think we're gonna have much of an issue because we travel
Right.
with Godoruk and then motions to herself. I don't look very normal either, do I?
Kind of glow.
Well, by your standards at least.
So, we have a very good friend of ours who isn't traveling with us right now, and his name is Droop. And Droop is a goblin. So I'm pretty sure if we can travel with a goblin, I think we can handle talking to some gnomes.
Fair enough. What's it like
Does-
traveling with a goblin?
Oh, he's awesome. You should meet him.
He's very nice. Just don't. He might poop in your shoes.
Yeah, it was-
especially if you.
It was rough before he was
Put
potty
me
trained.
shoes.
Yeah, we
Does-
potty trained him.
Do any of us speak Gnomish?
No.
Vamir does.
Oh,
Good.
Oh! That's right, you did say you knew something about
Of course
gnomes,
he
didn't you,
does.
Bamir?
I hope so.
Right then,
I mean,
it would make sense you being the bard to be able to, have a certain conversation with the kings, yes? Again, very nice folk. A little bit, off here and there just because they don't get too many visitors. They use, before I forget, so I did warn you about traps. What I didn't say was that, the kind of magic that they use here, it's wild magic. So, interesting things can happen. So if you see things that are strange or out of the ordinary, it's not so strange or out of the ordinary for them. It's, it's wild magic.
this sounds like a lot of fun.
Yay.
They're like I said, they're great people. They like to trade in trinkets and things, but,
I just
they're
stay
there.
outside.
No, you're coming with us.
No,
It'll be fine,
Goderic, this
Goderic.
is going to be a lot of fun. We should go.
If I got to go in there, you got to go in there. You're going to keep me company.
Not sure
Fair
any
enough.
of you should go in there.
Why? It
Don't
sounds
know.
like
Well,
like
I'm not
fun.
letting the bard have all the fun, so I'm definitely coming.
And it could be worse. You guys
Yes.
could travel to the Feywilds with me.
Ooh, can we go?
Or the Shadowfell.
I don't know if I want to go to the Shadowfell, but I'm down to go to the Feywilds.
They're kind of one and the same.
They're in the same
Mm-hmm.
plane.
They're like two different sides of the same coin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Except I didn't live there.
I still don't know why we'd go into the king when we're just looking for some magic items. Don't we just go to some merchants or something?
I want to meet a king.
I mean,
You're a bard. Why don't you want to meet the king? We could earn his favor, and you could like make money and all sorts of crazy stuff.
I believe what he's trying to say is we're newcomers. They like newcomers to introduce themselves to the king.
So-
And that's why we're going to go say hi to the kings.
Right.
okay.
I challenge them for their throne.
No.
No.
No, you are not.
Look,
You
I know.
need to be a king.
So don't touch any magical things, and we should be fine. I'm saying
Yeah.
that for my own benefit, because I will most likely be the most likely person to touch a magical thing.
Yeah, Goderic, this isn't like the wilds, man. This isn't like a whole keep what you kill kind of thing where you can like run up, kill the king, and then be the king. That's not how that works.
Who's gonna kill him?
Well, if you're gonna challenge him, there's probably gonna be a fight. Yeah, so let's just not do that.
Non-lethal combat to the death again?
Exactly.
Okay.
How about a drinking contest? Let's do that.
This is gonna go well.
Let's do.
Gnomes have
I'm-
drinking contests.
I'm excited.
I mean, we could find out.
I don't know.
Okay. Maybe you shouldn't talk.
Who? All of us?
Yes.
Why? What did I say?
Listen,
I don't know, just for safety.
I just want to remind you of all the things that I've said before. One, gnomes are very nice people. They're good. They're a good bunch. They have traps.
Cool.
They like to use them on people that come by. to test them out, to test their efficacy. They use wild magic, so at any point while we're in here, strange things might happen, and that's okay. It's normal. And typically, when you go and you meet some gnomes, they're going to take you to go see the kings, and that's a normal thing. Please don't challenge the kings to a duel, because they have traps and wild magic, and we may not get out. Fair?
Which one of the brothers is speaking right now?
Daislin.
That's Daislin. Norbus is more gruff.
Daislin.
Hmm.
If I die from these traps in here, because it could happen. If I do, I'm going to haunt you.
Look, no one's ever
Forever.
died from these traps. I'm just saying.
Fair
it's-
warning.
Look, okay, warning taken. Can we please also warn you that killing the kings is probably not a good idea?
Oh, we have zero
Nobody's
plans to
going
kill the kings. Nobody's
to
going to
kill
do
he
the
that.
was
king.
making a really bad joke.
It was a joke.
I'm a bit concerned, really.
I'd like to see you as a banshee.
Okay, let's go.
Can we go?
I mean, we're still walking. We're still going there.
Great.
Mimir puts his hand on Daislin's shoulder and says, "Well, if you think that's bad,
You should meet Droop.
yeah."
As you continue walking up towards the mouth of this kind of cave entrance, you
I'd like to check for traps.
Yeah.
give me a perception check.
That's a 19.
You look around with your ranger elf eyes. You look at the water bank as you turn the corner, and you see nothing.
Taking the hobbits to Gnomengard.
Damn it, I'm making a whole house. We're taking the gnomes to Gnomengard. Okay.
have my
Ashin, as you turn the corner with your bow ready for anything.
on, go to it. Chime in.
You have my axe. I wish I had my sword.
Near a stream, going into the side of a cave, you see a waterfall. The waterfall pours water down into a stream. That stream in the center contains mist. In the mist, you vaguely see two small islands ripe with mushrooms of three colors. There are red, there are green, and there are orange mushrooms. You can tell from your perception, it's powerful, this perception, that there is magic surrounding these mushrooms. You can see that there are two banks to the river. On your side, there are steep cliffs leading up to what seem to be plateaus, a good 30 to 45 feet in the air. You see a rope bridge extending in front of the waterfall. And then across the river, across from the two islands, you see a pathway up into a small, 7-foot tall by 3-foot wide opening into the side of the rock. What do you do?
What are some magic mushrooms? I wonder if the red ones make you bigger.
Would I? No,
You
no,
the
probably
blue
wouldn't.
ones that do that for me.
Asteria, do you know what these mushrooms do?
Look, we should avoid the mushrooms. We're late for a very important thing.
I'm going to side with Mimir on this one. So, I should have mentioned those. Those mushrooms are basically what the gnomes live on. It's kind of the source of their magical power. I wouldn't mess with those if I were you. Again, wild magic. If I didn't make it known before, it's bad news. Have any of you dealt with wild magic before?
From the Feywild. Does that count?
Yeah, that's pretty screwy magic from what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a buddy in college that was a chaos sorcerer.
What's a chaos sorcerer?
I don't think I want to know.
That's probably best.
Yeah. I tried.
Aislinn, would you quit stalling? It's fine. Just get him going. And Norbus kind of starts wading through the water across the small stream and making his way over across to this little kind of area up there. Let's see if we can get this to work here. Oh, beautiful. I'm just going to move the party real quick for everybody. Boop. Boop. I'm going to boop you.
A boop.
I gave you the boobs.
A boop, a boop.
Yeah.
Why
part of the
is it
sidebar in the frame?
my thing? Yes, I am aware. I'm also aware that it randomly switched to not showing the right version of this.
I was gonna say that looks like DM version.
That is the
Because you
DM
put
version.
Leaf on top of the plateau.
That's okay.
It's okay.
I'm a sorcerer.
Why is it not showing me the right version? There we go.
Pause for technical
Fantastic.
difficulties.
When I have dark vision to 120 feet and we can see inside things we shouldn't.
Captured the wrong.
Sorry.
Your dark vision's actually
wrong
X-ray
window.
vision.
It's fine. Everything is fine. All things are fine. There we go. We now have mushrooms and all the goodies. Okay. So yes, you guys make your way kind of up this little entranceway and you're able to kind of see a couple different ways of movement forward. There's kind of a narrow hallway. Again, all of this is kind of hewn out of the rock of this kind of opening, these caves. And it's not very well lit, but, a good 30 feet in front of you, and you see kind of a path that goes off to the left. I will let you move your own characters now.
I would like to move to the entrance and check for traps.
Okay.
That's a 19.
You look around, kind of looking to see if you can see any kind of, kind of tripwires or detect any kind of thing, if there would be any kind of slits in the walls, and you don't see anything at this point. It's all pretty open.
I'd like to look at the mushrooms across the river.
You see mushrooms.
They're pretty.
They are pretty. Pretty mushrooms.
So, well, I don't see any traps.
Do we... Aislinn, Norbus, do we just knock? Do we just keep walking and we'll eventually just get to like a gate or something?
Norbus kind of looks kind of over his shoulder at you, and I mean, you just walk in. You walk in and you see a gnome and you say, "Hello." You're just gonna talk to people.
I don't see
You
any
not talked to people
gnomes.
before?
Yeah, but maybe you might want to be the one who says hello.
Is
In
this the-
Gnomish.
Is this the entrance that you guys took last time?
Yeah, this is the entrance to the place. Do you see anywhere else where you can actually walk up?
I mean, no, but it's kind of a small entrance to a city.
So you know the way?
He's carved out of the rock.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
They're gnomes too. I mean, they're not.
They're small people.
do they have tiny horses and tiny carts?
And
They
we're
could.
We're still getting transformed into something awful.
What? How do they get? How do they get goods delivered?
They have magic.
They live on magic mushrooms. I don't know what else to tell you.
Okay.
we should
Let's just get
press
this
on.
over with.
Lead on.
I mean, it's getting late. Light is leaving us. We should probably get in and get settled for the night.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see in the dark. It's fine. But sure,
Let's
let's
just
go.
get this over with.
Which way are we going?
Yeah.
Is it
Okay.
Straight.
Just straight, but there's okay.
There's a thing there.
Oh, hi.
A person.
You didn't tell me which way you were going. You
This
just
is straight.
moved.
Straight.
You said
We said straight.
We
You
could
said
move our
straight?
characters.
Yeah, just
Alright.
head straight, and they move their characters straight, very
Okay,
slowly.
So as you get to the end of the hallway, there is a kind of a you see a gnome sitting in a chair, attached to what can only be described as like a mini ballista.
Hi.
He's attached to a ballista.
It's it's got heavy crossbows coming out in different directions, and apparently the chair seems to be able to rotate because as you round the corner, the gnome kind of stops you and tells you, "Halt! No further!
Oh, hello.
Sure. Halting.
Hello?
He says stop.
Yeah.
Income. We're just traveling.
Right. Traveling where?
To here.
And where might he be?
Gnomengard.
Right, this is Gnomengarde. Where else would you be? It's Gnomengarde. What's your business?
Right. We came because we're looking for things that we can use to fight a dragon.
You coming to find a dragon?
No, we're looking for things to use to fight the dragon.
Oh, you want to fight a dragon? Well, there's no dragon here.
The dragon's not here. We're looking for things that we can use to fight the dragon that is near PHANDALIN.
Is this a gnomish or common?
It's a gnomish, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Unless he's talking in common.
No, it's gnomish.
Okay.
Right,
Can you
well,
Please stop pointing the crossbows at me.
well, I mean, this thing points in every direction. You mean like this? And kind of the gnome kind of throws its hands up and kind of leans forward, and as it does, it hits the trigger on one of the crossbows, and a bolt comes hurling at whoever is in the hallway right there.
Sure, I'll take it.
So I would like a
I
I mean,
was
I'm
first.
assuming I'm
save.
in front
Give me
because I was
a
talking to him.
dexterity saving throw, all of you, that are in the way of the bolt.
You're and I are just chilling back there.
I have advantage on those now.
Oh, it's a 17 for me.
Okay.
That'd be... Because odds?
Dang.
It's a 30,
Oh.
20.
Okay.
Beautiful.
That's cute. What are the odds?
That's a natural 20.
As the gnome smacks this crossbow bolt, definitely from your perspective, Amir, does not look like it's on purpose. This bolt whizzes and just
Ho, ho,
sticks
ho.
right into the other side of the cave.
I'm grabbing
Whoa.
my axe
Whoa,
because
whoa,
I
whoa!
don't
Is
know
there
what
kind of
he's
safety
saying.
on that thing?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Whoa, whoa!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Is he still speaking in Gnomish?
Let's not point that at.
Taking a
at
step
us.
forward with my
Whoa,
axe
whoa,
out.
whoa! It was an accident. It was an accident. He says in common.
Oh.
Oh,
Hold on.
you
okay.
speak common? It says in common.
Yeah, I speak common.
Oh,
Why is he shooting at us again?
why didn't you say so?
I don't know. You're a gnome, so I thought you might enjoy talking in Gnomish, and you addressed me in Gnomish, so...
Well, I mean, you're in Gnomengarde. You should know Gnomish if you're coming to Gnomengarde. It'd be a bit weird if you came to Gnomengarde and didn't know Gnomish.
Well, I know Gnomish.
What about the rest of you? You know Gnomish?
I apologize. I do not.
Peek my head around the corner and shake my head.
The gnome kind of peers forward at you and kind of looks, and its eyes become little slits, which is fun
before-
and awkward because
well,
it's a little
You,
being in and of itself, and it goes,
can
Well,
you
that's
twist-
okay.
Can
You're
you
a
twist
Gnomengard.
aside?
It's fine. We're gnomes friendly. Sorry about the crossbow. It kind of does its thing here.
and as you see, the crossbow is actually like in a mechanism that automatically loads the next bolt in. So you see this
Oh.
next bolt cycle in front and kind of get cocked into the crossbow again.
Oh, don't worry about this thing. It's fine.
And he hits it again, and another bolt flies towards you. We need another dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, crap.
Killing this thing.
I'm still around the corner.
I'm
I
so
have
sorry.
I have my head peeked around the corner. Do I have to make a dex save?
No.
All right.
13.
20.
11?
So, Godric, what'd you say?
13.
13. Bamir?
20.
20. Bamir, you kind of like are ready this time and kind of olay the bolts. Ashin, you and Godorok kind of do like a whoop and kind of suck it in real quick, and the bolt kind of just grazes the inside of like your stomachs together as you kind of go in opposite directions against the cave. And it just misses you guys.
And I
I'm
rage.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so. Please don't be
rage.
mad at
Okay.
me.
You rage.
He looks
Oh,
I
really
rage.
mad.
okay. All right, friend. What's your
Why
name?
don't you point that crossbow somewhere else?
Godric.
I don't think you can.
I'm,
It's on the ground.
My name's Dimble.
All right, Dimble. I'm gonna need you to not shoot us anymore with crossbows, please. Is there like a off switch, or actually, no, I don't want to know. Can you just point us in the direction of somebody that does not have a crossbow attached to them?
I mean, sure. You guys are welcome to go past here. There'll be more gnomes going down the way, and
Awesome.
you probably want to meet the king. Zuh.
Sure.
Sure.
All right. I don't want to offend you, but can you please stand very still until the rest of my friends get through this room?
Oh, sure.
And he throws his hands up in the air again, and then right before he's about to smack into the console, it's like,
Huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
please
It's
don't
fine.
shoot us.
It's totally fine. Yeah, be careful. Up there's a couple other, things. Just be careful.
Thanks. I think
Welcome.
anything specific we should look out for?
It's fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Glance back at Asteria. This is going really well.
Welcome to Gnomengard.
I'm so happy to be here already.
and the gnome just
Thank
kind of
you,
gives you,
Grimble.
the gnome just kind of gives you this real genuine smile and allows you to go by, and is kind of gesturing that you should move southward should you decide that you want to continue onward.
Okay, I will do this thing. I will also be taking the lead because
As I get closer to it, I do look at it very curiously. How does this work, by the way?
don't. He'll show you, and then you'll get hit.
I'm at the corner between the two crossbows. So it's fine.
Wait till we get out of here.
He shoots me, I kill him.
As you guys make your way around
Take
the
a crossbow
corner,
bolt.
you come to a bit of a fork in the rock. You can see that there is kind of a staircase that leads down to a little veranda that overlooks the kind of stream and the waterfall and the islands of mushrooms that are brimming with power.
Okay, I'm gonna. Since I'm
Similarly,
taking
there's
the-
a little way south that kind of seems to curve around to your guys' left.
All right, I'm gonna avoid the mushroom thingy and start heading south. making my own investigation check for traps.
Okay. See that roll.
Ooh, 24.
Lemire, as you kind of make your way around to the left, you see a long open hallway, and kind of it opens up into a larger room that appears to be some type of kind of storeroom, which you see and recognize to be barrels that would probably contain some type of ale or wine.
Okay.
We'll see you later.
I'm
Will we?
guessing that this is not the way to anything.
Well, Daislin kind of speaks up. Oh, yeah, this is the winery. I didn't mention, but the gnomes do make some mushroom wine. It's an incredibly good thing. It's quite tasty. It might give you a little bit of a weird of the poops, but overall, it's some good wine. We should totally go check it out. Is there anyone in there? They might be able to give us a sample.
Maybe tomorrow. Do
Oh,
you have
come
any
on!
idea- Do you have any idea where we're supposed to go?
Well, I mean, they said to keep heading into the mountain here. I think we just kind of continue to weave our way around a bit, you know?
Great.
But
I love aimless wandering.
listen, the gnomes. I told you it's a magical place. The gnomes are constantly kind of moving around. These caves change a bit every time you come by. It's all different. So you come here once, you might know something. You come here again, it's a little different. You know, I told you, magic gnomes. It's different.
All right, I'm gonna move down that south hallway then.
As you
Where
guys
I
make your
was-
way kind of down that south kind of hole, you start to feel that mist from the waterfall as it kind of opens up. To your right, you can start to see across the way. Whoop. You can kind of see another staircase that leads down towards a kind of a rope bridge across the waterfall. It's beautiful. But you also happen to see two additional gnomes kind of standing there. And one of them calls out to you. Who goes there?
Hello. Is he speaking in Gnomish or Common?
Common. It looks at you and recognizes that you are not gnomes.
Hello.
Who goes there?
Hello. It's me, Bamir, and the rest of the Fist of PHANDALIN. We're here.
You
to-
fist or what?
Look, we're adventurers.
Oh, adventurers. Right.
Yeah. We're looking for. I guess he told us we should go meet the kings.
You're telling me you have an audience with the king?
No, we just got here and they told us we should meet them.
Who told you should meet them?
Uh,
The gnome back there on the
That-
baluster.
yeah.
Listen, I
Well-
don't quite think it's, you're being honest with me here, friend, and, I suggest you go back the other way.
Well, I'm being completely honest with you, and there's no reason why I would lie to you.
I would like to cast a message on Bamir and say, I think this is the thing about them being tricky.
Yeah. And
I think they're just gonna make us go in circles.
The other gnome kind of speaks up. Oi. What you talking about over there? You look suspicious.
nothing.
We're on lockdown right now.
Why
I
are
don't
you
quite
on
like the look of
lockdown?
you. If you don't give me a good reason why you're here, in about 3 seconds, I'm about to open fire on you.
Oh, there's no need for that. We're here seeking stuff that we can use to fight a dragon.
You trying to fight a dragon? With those?
Yes.
What are you gonna do? Feed us to the dragon? Is that what you're gonna do? You gonna feed us to
No.
the dragon?
No, no, no,
Ola,
no.
we should shoot these no
We
good.
no.
We should shoot him,
it's-
Nola.
Look, we are not here to use gnomes or anything like that. We've heard of your great competency with magical items, and we were hoping that we could use or purchase some magic items in order to pursue the dragon using those, not any gnomes in general or specific.
Are you trying to make any kind of a check here, or are you just talking to him plainly?
I will make a persuasion check if that's what you require of me. Oh, great GM.
I would say trying to be persuasive would be an important thing right now.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to call for it. That is a 27.
Pog, I don't know. It seems like they might be telling the truth, Pog.
Ola, I don't know. They could be shape changes.
No, I want.
No. No, Pog. It's fine. I'm telling you, Pog, it's fine. Look,
For,
I
for
feel like they genuinely want to
transparency-
see the king. I remember hearing about some sort of fister thing going on in Phandalin. I think I heard that they have cleaned out some bad apples in there. I mean, this could be them. They seem to look the part. You know.
Yeah, but Ola, the shape changes, though, Ola. The shape changes. I mean, if the king hears about this, it's our heads. We can't afford to be wrong.
Well, look, we're here to fight a dragon that is threatening the whole region. It just attacked us about a day's journey away from here. So I think the king might want to know about that and maybe help us in getting rid of the thing.
Pog just kind of looks you over again.
And we only have one shape changer, but he's a good dude.
Hi.
You've got shape changes.
Just the one. He's cool.
Peek around my shoulder. I'm a changeling.
Changeling's different than a shape changer.
I mean, he changed shape.
You have to be specific, Bamir. It's shape changing is kind of what we do, but changeling and like a doppelganger, what we meant before, are different races.
Well, he didn't say doppelganger. He just said shape changer.
It's kind of an intertwined term. It's kind of sometimes a little offensive, but it's not. It's confusing.
Listen, if you're quite finished, Pog, I think we need to let them through. I think they're going to go see the king. Kobolds will if Kobolds doesn't like what they see, Kobolds will deal with them.
All right, Ola, if that's what you think we should do. Head on down to your right, cross the rope bridge, keep continuing on, hook around again to the right, straight onto the throne room. You'll meet kobolds there.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time.
We'll be watching you, especially you.
Me?
Say,
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, honestly, good dude.
I do kind of wonder.
and they kind of lower their weapons and allow you to pass.
Awesome. I look suspiciously at the rope bridge.
I walk across it.
Oh no,
I'm checking for traps first.
he's walking
Too
across
late.
it.
You have to get by me if you're gonna go across it before I do.
He's a slender elf. He can just like
He stops
shimmy
you?
by you. Grabs like the back of his cloak. Oh.
I will stop.
Sheen, you kind of take a step, and you feel around with your foot, and you're like, yeah, it's a little slippery, but overall the bridge feels sturdy. It seems like this is probably something that the gnomes use daily. And as it clearly connects one side of this to the other, and you have seen no other way for the two things to meet, that you assume this is safe, and you are correct.
I will move across the bridge quickly.
Yeah, as you were.
Do-do-do.
All right, I'm gonna go around Ashin and resume looking for traps.
As you kind of make your way around Ashin, again, seeing this beautiful waterfall, the mist kind of hitting you as you walk by, you notice up ahead that there are some rather large spinning blades that appear to have kind of a timing interval to them. They spin for a bit, and then they kind of wind down. They spin for a bit, and then they kind of wind down. They look rather menacing. 4 razor-sharp edges, almost like long swords intertwined with axes.
Huh. These look fun.
He said across the rope bridge, and then straight ahead, and then swing it right?
Honestly, I'm really not taking anything they say at face value, and that's saying a lot for me.
I mean, I guess just time your movement, you know?
I'd like to Misty Step to the other side.
Thanks!
Does Misty Step prevent you from, like, do you still move through the space, or is it like an actual
It's a teleport.
You teleport 30 feet to the destination.
Okay. Go ahead and make your movement.
Is there like a button over here?
You traitor.
Give me an investigation check.
Okie dokie. I'm distracted by something. The stonework is very nice here.
Asteria's gonna face step over there and help him look.
You cheaters!
Oh. I did say that. I
Give me a
shouldn't
roll.
talk, so I should at least do something.
Is there enough timing on these blades that I could move when they're not moving?
There would be a time when you could get across it safely. At an 8,
Okay.
Asteria, you kind of look sheepishly at Leif, because as he's kind of looking around some of the rocks, you look on the wall behind you and notice this rather large brass lever in an upward position.
How about this? Right here.
Oh.
She points to it.
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted by the stonework. It's really nice here.
It is nice.
We literally came from a dwarven fortress.
Covered in blood. A little bit hard to see. And it was dark. Everything's kind of in like black and white for me.
Fair enough.
Ghouls trying to kill us.
And a banshee.
And a banshee.
And spiders.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean, we can continue this conversation after Asteria pulls the lever.
Yeah, my vision is somewhat precluded by the spinning blades of death.
I mean, you could just duck and dive.
Is anyone going to
Can
flip
I
the
roll-
lever?
No,
Can I
we're
just-
just we're having this conversation across the blades.
Running across. I don't even know they have a lever.
Can I roll acrobatics to get through there safely?
Same.
Like an elf?
If you're done
Something.
complaining and calling me a traitor, I can push the button.
Lever.
Too late. I'm running across. Let's time this
Oh
thing.
my god.
I reach over Asteria and pull it while Reggie starts to run towards everything.
Yeah, we're going to say, Gilrick, give me a...
You better.
Oh, God. Give me a...
Acrobatics or athletics, I don't care.
Give me an athletics check, because you're just kind of barreling in. Ashin, you can go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Ooh, that was terrible.
DC,
Oh. What? Is that cocked? Please tell me that's cocked.
that 7 is not cocked.
That's,
That's
No,
a
not the 7. My...
you got
Oh, well,
a 2.
you didn't see his. It looks cocked on my screen, that's why, but that's fine. I got a 9.
Mine's a 10.
As you both attempted to kind of go through these blades, Ashin, you kind of leap, kind of rather cat-like, right as Asteria pulls the lever. And as you do so, you take one of the blades kind of straight to your midsection as you first start jumping. And the blades kind of wind down as you then kind of fall a little bit for a little over 4 damage. Goderic, you kind of barrel in, and the blade after the one that catches Ashin just cuts you right across your butt, leaving a rather large a hole in your trousers. So now you have a horizontal slash across your bum.
Hey, you got a poo flap. Nice.
You guys okay?
I'm fine.
I didn't bring extra clothes.
It's just a flesh wound. I'm fine. Armor took most of it.
The king bear
What
asked.
the actual hell are you guys doing?
Well, they didn't say there was anything. We thought we'd just run across.
She said she very clearly.
I mean,
I
She
very
totally
clearly
said-
said
Blades- the
there's a lever
blades-
here.
stop
Could hit
spinning every
me.
once in a while. You could have waited until they stopped spinning and not gotten cut.
Oh, I'm fine. It's fine.
There's blood on you.
I'm fine.
You're bleeding on the floor.
It's fine.
It's kind of drafty in here.
Leif goes
You have
over
a
and
hole in your ass.
presses
That's
the
not
station to the
supposed
blood.
be
And a cut
there.
across both
Always.
cheeks. There is a cut
I
in
always
both
have a
cheeks.
hole there. What are you talking about?
Enough.
An extra one.
Goderic, that's 4 damage to you as well.
And you guys, I press citation the blood marks off of the stonework. We're kind of gas. Don't bleed on their floor.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
You guys weren't assholes.
We
I'm gonna go back to Axholm.
Who's that asshole?
no axe
Just
home.
kind of charged into a spinning blade trap of death.
I mean, I was just trying to get through it, but it was, advantageous to do so.
Which wasn't after we turned it. Never mind. I have grown weary of this. I start wandering down the path.
Here's gonna follow Leif.
I have no words.
I'm just gonna walk with Asteria.
I'm gonna slowly slide my way back in front of everybody else.
I'll happen, Mary.
Going to see a king with my ass out.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
I don't suppose anybody could fix Godoric's trousers. Could they?
I could cast web on it.
No, you cannot.
Well, I mean, I can, but I won't.
As you guys make your way down the hallway and turn the corner, you start to kind of hear this as you guys are walking. You begin to hear a conversation happening, a rather heated conversation.
Listen, this is absolutely absurd. I don't understand why you think that we're going to be able to do this. It doesn't make any damn sense. Oh, come on. You know we can do this. We can cure his sanity. It's totally fine. No, we can't. You need to stop trying to do this. It's not going to work. He's just gone nuts. You need to accept it. I can't accept it. It's not going to happen. I will never give up. I will remain loyal to Korbaz, and we will save our kings.
And then you turn the corner and they notice you.
Hello?
Assume that was all gnomish.
Hi. Can I help you?
Maybe.
Bamir, as you round the corner, you kind of see what looks like an inventor's workshop, right? There's all kinds of equipment everywhere. There's, just weird looking inventions, work tables, tinkering tools. You see kind of across the way, there's a 10-foot high ledge that kind of overlooks the room. And there's like a wooden pedestal, kind of with some books and things everywhere. There's just all kinds of good stuff.
Okay. 1 second. Ashin, Leif, don't touch anything.
I
hadn't
How
planned on
many
it.
of you are there? My goodness. Who let you in? We're under attack right now by shape changers, and you're just letting anybody in? What the hell?
Wait, you're under attack by shape changers?
Yeah, we're under attack by shape changers. And one
Why
of our
didn't the
kings
other
seems
guys
to be losing his
mention-
damn mind, and we're trying to help. And now we've got you random people and others walking into our beautiful Gnomengard and coming in at the worst possible time.
Technically, Bamir, they did, actually.
Well, I mean, we're adventurers. If you guys are having a shape changer problem, maybe we can help.
Well, the problem is that when we don't really know, the king says that there's a shape changer problem, and he's locked up the other king. So Korbaz has locked up Nergly. I shouldn't be saying this too loud. Let me bring it down a notch. So Korbaz has locked up Nergly, basically because he went nuts. He was yelling about shape changers and how they were gonna kill us all, and I don't know. I don't know if they're shape changers or not. The guards think there is. I just think the king's lost his marbles. He's not acting rationally. He's not acting like normal. He's using magic like crazy. I betcha it was one of those weird mushrooms that we haven't seen before.
Wait, there's some weird mushrooms that you haven't seen before?
Well, I mean, there's new color mushrooms all the time. They cross-pollinate their magic, you know. We eat the mushrooms from those aisles, you know, beautiful, pretty things that you've seen around the front of the
Yep.
waterfall.
I'm
Yes, we're pretty,
familiar
right?
with your mushroom habits.
Delicious. We get magic from them, and sometimes, you know, a random color will pop up, and we eat it, because we gotta see what happens, you know. We're inventors, and so you have to experiment, it's the thing.
Right. Okay. So maybe we should talk to Karbaz and see if there's any help we can lend to the shape changer / derangement issue that he's facing.
Well, first off, I'm gonna tell you it's not Karbaz, it's Korbaz, and make sure you don't mess that up or else you're gonna be in big trouble. Second, I mean, you can try, but until we come up with an elixir that can fix Korbaz's mind, of which he is no doubt under the influence of some strange shroom, I would tread lightly. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I have been known to be able to use magics that are capable of removing harmful effects from people. I think. Wait a second. Am I?
Oh.
No.
I mean, I was just
okay.
gonna try
Wrong character.
sanity, right?
Wrong
If that didn't
character.
work,
My
I was gonna
bad.
do a straitjacket.
But Bamir, I'm a changeling. I could probably pick out any people that can change shape.
Oh, you can do that.
I mean, I lived with them. I'm a changeling.
Oh, well, Leif here is a changeling, and he says he can pick out who the shapeshifters are.
I said I could try. I'm pretty keen on that usually.
Well, I mean, listen, it doesn't, I mean, like I said, I don't necessarily think that there are shape changers. I think Korbaz is just kind of, you know, we've got a little, shroom effect, if you know what I mean, and, you know.
Can I, for the first time ever, I think in this entire campaign, can Leif insight check somebody?
Are you trying to insight check me? You think that I'm a changeling? I am a gnome, good sir.
He doesn't know that I'm insight checking him, but sure.
I know. Yes, go ahead. Check it.
Okay.
Check. Make the check.
Do I get advantage on this? Because I'm changed. I'm kidding. 15?
Leif, you kind of walk over to this gnome, and he kind of looks at you very peculiarly. And as you look down at him, you kind of are looking for any indication that this may not be a real gnome. But to your satisfaction, you are convinced that this is 100% grade A gnome.
Hey,
Prefer
hey,
me.
what you doing? Come a little close there, bub.
Sorry, you're a gnome.
Yeah, I'm a gnome. What about it? And you're not a gnome.
Correct. We were on the same page.
You know, it's probably like people like these that keep, you know, if you guys really want to help, you can help us with an actual problem.
Okay.
You mean besides the shape changer / derangement
Okay,
problem?
look, I'm pretty sure there's not a shape changer. I'm telling you, it's a bad shroom. Why doesn't anyone believe me? I'm telling you, it's a bad shroom. I mean, it very well could be a bad shroom. I mean, it's what it is. No, what he's talking about is that there have been a series of missing gnomes lately. We are kind of dwindling. Every once in a while, someone kind of goes and doesn't come back. And a lot of us are assuming it's just wild magic. And, you know, we're really busy with our sanity ray and straight jacket to help King Carbaz. But, you know, something's being talked about right now. That's what you're talking about.
How? Okay. So you have a bunch of missing gnomes?
I mean, not a bunch of missing gnomes, but some that haven't been seen in a little bit. Again,
Like, how many?
look, we're the chief adventurers in Gnomengarde, alright? If you want something magical and awesome, like a sanity ray or a straitjacket, we're totally the people to get that done. And by people, I mean gnomes.
Wait, if you have a sanity ray, why don't you just use it on the other king that's...
Well, because it's not done yet. We're still working on it.
Oh, okay.
It's,
Um,
look, it takes time.
do you have
Guidance
anything
doesn't come
that's...
easy.
Do you have anything that's good against frost dragons?
Frost dragons, I don't know. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And you see this gnome kind of walk over to a pile of books and kind of fuddles through something and like grabs a tome and kind of holds it up.
Look, are any of you able to use magic, like at all? Sometimes people come in here, they don't know how to use magic. If you know how to use magic, this might be helpful.
Most of us can.
Yep. Here will cast.
Green lady, you look like you use magic. Here, catch.
Ooh.
And Asteria, he tosses you this kind of tome.
Okay.
What's that?
What?
That
What
is
is
the
this?
magic of Gnomengard. You can't read it, can you? Son of a biscuit. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Here, I
Can
can
read just.
Just give me a second. Big one. My goodness.
And the gnome kind of waves his hand over the book, and Asteria, you see the number, the shapes and runes on the book kind of start to wave a little bit, and they kind of get a little blurry, and all of a sudden they start rearranging themselves into common, and you are able to read. It quite literally says "Magic of Gnomengarde."
Okay.
We've acquired the magic of Gnomengarde.
Haha.
I mean, look, don't go look at a gift horse in the mouth. You should be able to find a number of spells in there, you know, things like burning hands, detect magic. You can identify things in there. There's some mage armor, some missiles that you can fire. It's pretty neat. A shield, and, you know, give yourself a nice little sleepy time in there as well. I hope that helps. We might have some other stuff around here too, but that's, you know, an extra copy I've been looking to offload for a while.
You're just giving it to us.
Yeah, why wouldn't we just give it to you? I mean, what do you think we're greedy because we're gnomes or something?
I mean,
We
no,
never.
we've never met you before. You came
Yeah.
in here saying that you were thinking you should kick us out, and now you're giving us a spell book.
Listen, what? Are you not keeping up with the conversation? Look, you guys are obviously here from out of town, and we're trying to get you out of here as quickly as possible. So if this little spellbook can help you, like, get out of our hair so we can get back to trying to cure King Korbos so that he can, do whatever he's doing right now to Merkley, and maybe two birds with one stone, you guys want to go look for missing gnomes, then, win-win.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was your name again? I'm really bad with names. I'm sorry.
Excuse me, yeah, I'm Dabbledop. And, this fine-looking gnome over here is, Fibblestep.
We
I
appreciate your
didn't
time,
understand a word you said.
and thank you for the help.
I'm sorry if you couldn't understand her. I know she talks a little fast sometimes. That is Dabbledob, and I am a Fibblestib. The
Fibblestib.
great
and Dabbledob.
Fibblestib. Okay.
Well, I'm the great Bamir.
What makes you so great, Bamir?
I'm
You look rather
a
average to
bard.
me.
I'm a bard of some renown, known throughout the region as a member, if not the leader, of the Fist of Phandalin.
I
He's
wouldn't
the
go that far.
pinky.
Yeah, we're not going that far. Thank
Okay,
you.
He's the
okay,
pinky.
okay, fine. Just a
Clearly, they
member.
don't think you're as great as you do.
Are there any cool
Um,
devices on their table? Just wondering.
There's a number of like random looking machines and like mechanized toys and like different things on different workshop tables, and you can kind of
Toys?
clearly see what looks to be like some sort of apparatus similar to kind of a crossbow with some weird kind of cylinder on top of it focused down into like some little tin thing. It's kind of, it's weird.
I have
So,
no
like,
idea what any
you-
of this
you-
is.
So
That's
you
cool.
mean like a children's toy?
Some of them, there's like little wind up toys and other things there.
Hey, could I trouble you to get like a couple of those toys?
What do you mean, toys? You mean my
Like that are
inventions?
that are on the like. Do they work? Are they safe for children?
Our inventions are always in an experimental stage. You have to be more specific. What is it that you're looking at?
That,
Oh,
and he'll point at one of the little wind up toys.
yeah, I mean, those are just prototypes for larger machines that we're working on. I
But
don't
are they
know.
safe?
Well, I mean, you just wind them up and then they kind of walk around on their own. We're just trying to understand the physics of how these machines might work together. Limbs have to move, motion has to come from somewhere, and when you're powering things with mushrooms, we're making scale models so we don't have to use so many resources to make something full scale that doesn't work. But, I mean, I suppose, but why? Do you think it looks stupid?
I mean, no. I know a couple of children in Phandalin that would enjoy a gnomish toy. I think.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, we don't get to Phandalin often despite it being so close. I mean, if you think that someone might enjoy that, I suppose I could... I mean, I can't part with that one because it's an active model, but I bet I could whip you up a few of our other prototypes that are similar.
Okay.
So, are you gonna go now?
I'm sorry. I really can't understand you. I'm very sorry. Let me step forward a little bit.
We're really busy. We told you. We are trying to cure our king of a little bit of, mind mushroom sickness here, and we really need to get back on that. And you guys
Yeah,
are
sure.
kinda
I'll just
staying
come see
here.
you. I'll just come see you later. Thank you.
Look, is there somebody we can talk to about helping you with your missing gnome problem, maybe, or whatever we can do to assist your kings with the problem that they're having? Or is there an inn we can go to, maybe, to stay the night potentially?
Well, we do have some domiciles. We suppose there's room for you. It's just down the way here. If you kind of go down this walkway, then you'll be able to find that there's some beds down there that, you know, as we do have some missing, there are some empty ones there. Some of you might need to sleep on the floor. But you have a lovely overlook over the mushroom aisles, and, I mean, I suppose that would be okay. But in terms of helping with the missing gnome problem, I thought that's what you were doing.
Well,
Yeah, but
it's almost nighttime. Like, we need to sleep.
I mean, sure, go sleep and then take care of the missing gnome problem. I
Right.
wouldn't talk to the king right now. He's, like I said, a bit of a mind sick with that mushroom, and we really need to fix him.
okay.
Sure.
Right. So if we wanted to get more information about the gnomes that are missing, like where they were, or how many of them there are, who's the best person to talk to about that?
Well, I mean, you probably want to go talk to the king about that. He's been pretty, vigilant, if you know what I mean, about anything out of the ordinary. We've been really focused on this stuff. The king would probably know more about who's gone and when that happened and where it happened. So maybe talk to the king.
Okay. All right. I think we should go find the place where we can sleep.
Yeah, it's just right over here.
Then in the morning, maybe your king has figured out the mushroom problem, and we can talk to him then.
I mean, the king's not going to figure out the mushroom problem. He doesn't think there's a problem. He's going on and on about shape changers. So if you go talk to him, I wouldn't talk about that. Although
Okay.
he's probably going to talk to you about it. Just go down the stairs. You see the stairs behind us right here? Just go down here. You'll be fine. There's beds there. You know, hopefully you don't disappear
Great.
overnight. And we're going to keep working on the king's sanity, all right? It's gonna be fine.
Awesome. One more thing before we go.
Yeah.
Are there any like spinning death traps or exploding rooms, or maybe a room full of spears that come out of the ceiling and stab you on the way to the sleeping place?
No, but that's a fantastic idea. We should totally make one of those double step. I mean,
Good idea, Bear.
double step. Double job.
Yeah,
Get on
thanks
it.
for.
Spikes from ceiling. Totally awesome.
Yeah, maybe after we leave though.
Well, I mean,
'Cause-
yeah, I mean, look, we're working on other stuff here. I'm just gonna put it in the old mind bank. And, yep, it's in there.
Awesome. Well, it was nice to meet you. I'm gonna go find the bedrooms now.
Yeah.
And literally
Awesome.
the gnome's like pointing like down the stairs. We've told you like 5 times. You're good. Go
Yeah.
down the stairs.
Going down the stairs.
As we do walk, I look at Ashin. Don't you have some nature magic that can cure like sickness and stuff?
Yep.
Might be able to help the king.
Maybe.
Okay, there's a lot of little gnomes in here.
Yeah, as you make your way down into the gnome domiciles, you can see that there's a kind of a bunch of remnants of old campfires. There's kind of these little side caves that are hewn out of the rock, and in each of them there's some dwarves down here.
Oh, dwarves.
Yeah, or excuse me, not dwarves, gnomes, and they all appear to be sleeping.
Okay. In all of the rooms.
In all of the rooms.
Oh, I thought he said there were some empty ones.
I don't think you ever actually specified.
And if you kind of look out to your right, there's an opening that's kind of, again, hewn out of the rock to, again, give you a really nice view of the opening kind of little stream and mushroom aisles, as it were.
That was very nice.
It's lovely.
It's pretty. It's getting dark out, or is it dark completely?
It's dusk, for sure.
Dusk. Okay.
The sun is kind of fading out, and again, you're kind of in an alcove of a cave at this point, kind of covered on the top, so you're just kind of seeing the light slowly fade and retreat from this cave as it goes down.
Well, I don't want to wake them. I don't know what to do.
Night descends upon your cave, and as the kind of gentle sounds of the waterfall change when you're inside these catacombs, they kind of help to put you at ease, and you're all able to get a wonderful, nice, long rest in. The kind of morning comes the following day, and you all awake. The gnomes around you seem to be kind of a mix of sleeping and kind of, chatting amongst themselves. They don't seem overly bothered that you guys are there. They're just kind of chatting about their business. It's fine. They're just doing gnome things.
I bumped into a dozen of them because I'm not looking that way.
Gnome sounded like it jumped off a cliff.
Look, they're an interesting bunch. I'm telling you. You see them kind of doing magic. One of them kind of does a spell and kind of point at the other one, and you see this kind of small wand emit light. And as it does, that light seems to kind of wrap back around the gnome that cast it, and they turn in just completely blue. They're basically a Smurf at this point, and they all start laughing hysterically at the gnome.
My butt's still out.
Goderic, you step on one and kind of squish it.
Oops.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I had to wake you guys up
small.
somehow.
They're like
They're
two,
like the
two,
size of children.
two
They're
and a half
not
feet.
fucking
They're
tiny.
not. They're not. They're,
Okay.
we should maybe go see the Canaan. It seems like Hashim might be able to help.
Yeah. Let's go see the
I
king.
mean, I could try to help as well.
You can both help.
Yes, you can.
I
Let's
think
go.
we're beyond help, but let's go anyway.
Well, best back up the stairs, I guess.
As you go
Yeah.
back up the stairs, you can see Dabbledob and Fiddlestib are still kind of just tinkering away with their little devices, and as you try to talk to them, they just kind of point down the hallway, kind of across the room ahead of you, towards another entrance, and direct you in that direction. They have no desire to talk to you this morning.
Okay.
Thank you, Fiddlestib.
Talk to those chipmunks anyway.
Alright.
As you come upon, you kind of come upon this set of stairs that descend down. You see a long hallway that kind of weaves its way around to the right. There's a more immediate turn to the right and kind of a lesser turn to the left. Pardon me, these
All right.
stairs are going up.
Do we? Where do we go?
It's up to you.
No, I'm asking the party.
Which
way is-
since we're making Lord of the Rings references, which way smells the best?
They've cast precipitation in Bamir's face. It smells like jasmine tea.
Damn it! I'm trying to detect the way to go here.
Great.
You say right?
Straight.
Oh, straight? Okay, sure. I'll go to work, I guess.
Goderic, as
No, he's just gonna follow meat.
Goderic, as you go straight, you kind of come across a large set of double doors.
Do we knock?
You just kick them down.
Are they ornate?
We don't want these people to hate us.
Did you all just?
No, we're just. Are they ornate
knock.
doors? Are they just? Yeah, okay, we're not.
No, yeah, they're rather ornate doors they're fairly large. You're gonna do some knocking.
Yeah.
As you knock on these doors, Godorek, there's really not a whole lot that happens. You don't hear a response, but you do kind of hear them open.
The
Or you
doors?
do kind of like see that it opens when you pound it like the third time. And you
The great
see,
Pamir.
as you open, a throne room.
This is the most confusing place I've ever been in.
Dwarven friends, though. Are they still with us?
Yeah, they're just chilling behind
Yeah,
us.
they're just chilling behind you.
Okay.
They're just kind of giggling to themselves and kind of laughing as you do there and along for the ride.
Glad they're enjoying this.
You're up, Pamir.
I was waiting for him to describe things.
Yes,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
trying to get it so that the vision would come to you guys so that you could see the things. So atop a large stone dais are these two kind of squat thrones that appear to be made of kind of like scrap metal. Really the best way to describe it, and sized for gnomes.
There's nobody on the throne?
There's nobody on the thrones. They are empty.
Huh.
Alright. Looks like the kings took the day off, I suppose.
One of them's locked
One-
up somewhere.
Yeah, one's locked up somewhere. Maybe one's berating it in a cage with a stick or something.
Do I hear anything?
No, you don't. You do not hear anything at all.
I'll peek inside, and there's nobody behind the doors or anything. So,
There's nothing. There's nothing in there.
alright.
You can check it if you want, but there's nothing obvious in there.
Alright. I'll investigate the room.
All right. Give me a roly poly.
I can do this that you have asked of me. That is a 10. Or 9.
This is a 9.
9.
Yeah, you kind of do a once around the room. You kind of walk around the throne and inspect it, and you can see that the kind of dais that has been sitting atop is just, been kind of nicely carved, but then there really is just like bits of scrap that have been composed to make these, like, uniform looking chairs, but it's kind of starting to rust in a couple places. Aside from that, you really can't see anything out of the ordinary in the room.
Okay. Yep.
Just keep
Definitely
wandering.
nothing of note here. Let's see if we can find them somewhere else.
Okay.
I guess we'll go back down the hallway, and actually, I'm gonna go back and talk to Fiddlestip. Fiddlestip, where's the king?
What do you mean, where's the king?
He's not in the throne room.
I told you he's back that way. Why did you guys come back here already if you didn't talk to the king?
Because he wasn't in the throne room.
Well, no, of course he's not in the throne room. Why would he be in there?
That's where kings sit when they're doing
I
their king
told
thing.
you, the king is loco on mushrooms. He's locked himself away in his room,
Where's the other king?
in the room with him. He's trying to,
Okay.
he keeps going on and on about changelings and all this stuff. He's just locked himself in his room, like it's all gonna go away.
Like a bad trip.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Which way is their room?
Like the way you just came.
Left or right?
Top of the stairs, you make a right.
Okay.
You'll get to a place where you can see this lovely overlook up here.
Not even listening to the rest of it.
Yep. I've
And
started.
you keep on going.
Awesome.
All right. Good. Thank God they're
Thank you,
leaving.
Fiddlestip. It's like pulling teeth out of a watermelon.
Can I shoot them?
Out of a manticore.
No, we can't shoot them.
All right. I'm going to check the door for traps.
I'm gonna go back around the corner while you do that.
I will not.
What did you get? I can't see the roll.
He's also distracted by the stonework.
I got
Well,
a
luckily for you-
7 total. On
Luckily
my
for you.
investigation check
There are no traps.
That you know of.
that I know of.
No, luckily for you, there are no traps.
That I know of.
Dang,
I'll
the
knock
DC,
on
the
the
DC was
door.
only 1? Nice.
Luckily
I have
for
a
you-
bonus. I have a bonus. It's 6, so that's a 7.
Oh, DC
Luckily for
5.
you, there are no traps.
All right, I will knock on this door.
As you kind of knock on this door, you hear a voice inside. Just very kind of low voice in terms of volume. Hey, there's someone at the door. Who is it?
Hi, my name is Bamir. I'm a bard, and we were told that you were having a problem with missing gnomes.
Luckily, do we know any bards? I don't think we know any bards. We don't know any bards. Are you
I know,
you a changeling?
We haven't met yet, but we're adventurers that have come here looking for things to use to fight a dragon in the area, and we heard that you also had missing gnomes here. So we have come to see if we can assist you with your missing gnome problem.
No. Why did you say so before? And you hear like this little shuffling of feet, like, and then a thud right at the door, and a little scraping right behind the door, and then this little slit in the door kind of slides open, and you see eyes peering at you.
I will bend down to the level of the slidey thing. And say,
Yes.
hello.
Clearly, you're our group of adventures. Good. Yes, I am King Korbos. I'm so happy you're here. There's a changeling that's been stealing gnomes in Gnomengard.
A changeling or a shapeshifter?
Changeling. I don't know how else to describe it. It looks like one thing one minute, and it looks like something else another minute. It's taking the gnomes. I was hoping it would just leave on its own, but I don't think it is. Everyone thinks I'm crazy, but I've locked Nurgly in here and myself in here to protect ourselves. And I mean, if you want to help, we could certainly use it.
Okay.
You see,
Alright.
like these wide, like bloodshot eyes through this door that are just like hopefully looking at you.
Can I make a medicine check
For what?
to see what if he is like, is he like crazy? Is he high off of his rocker, or if he's like literally just like wide-eyed, scared, stiff?
I would say that's going to be either. I'm going to say it's an insight check because you can't actually examine him from a medicine perspective.
All right, I'll roll insight. That's actually better.
Wow, that was a heck of a comeback on that roll.
That will be a 20.
You get the sense that at the very least he believes everything he's telling you is true. And from your kind of greater perception, you don't get the sense that he's you don't get the sense that he's crazy. You get the sense that there's genuine concern there, that there's fear there for sure, and then probably a bit of exhaustion.
Okay. Um, that sounds terrible. Can you tell me any more about this shapeshifter or changeling?
I mean, I can't really say much more than I already have, other than it can look like things, and then it just looks all like other things, and it's
Like what
never in the same
kind of
place once. I don't
thing?
know. It was dark one night, and I saw a gnome walking by, and something came and got it. And then when I went to look for something else, I couldn't see anything. It was gone. It was disappeared, but there was no footsteps. There was no nothing. It had to have been a changeling of some sort. Couldn't it?
I mean,
It's the only explanation.
it's possible. If you said something, Koss, I can't hear you. I saw you move your mouth, but
Just trying to whisper that could be anything, really. If it was
okay.
dark.
How many gnomes do you think are missing?
I mean, by my count, I know there's been at least 4 gnomes missing in the past couple of weeks. I was hoping that was enough for it to be full.
So 4 gnomes. Do you know where you were when you saw them disappear, or when they disappeared?
I mean, most of the time it was on the other side of the rope bridge. One of them was near the kitchen, another one was near the wine room. I mean, they could be anywhere. They could be anything. That's why we're in here. I have to keep Nerkly safe. Sorry there, Nerkly. And you hear this
Wait,
from inside the room.
What's wrong with Nerdly?
Pardon, that's King Nerkly to you.
Sorry,
He
what's wrong
doesn't
with
believe
King
me,
Nerdly?
and I am trying to keep him safe. Doesn't understand. I do what I do for love.
Can you at
Yes.
least let me see them to make sure that we can be sure that they're safe?
Why is it? What would you think? I'm crazy? Are you like
No,
the
I just want to make
Steve
sure.
and Dabbledob out there that are trying to do some crazy concoction, thinking I'm high on mushrooms? Is this what you think? If I could come out there safely, I would give you what for, even though
No,
I'm a gnome.
we just really would like to help you.
Well, then
I just wanna
find
make sure
the
they're safe.
changeling and kill it or make it leave. That's how you can help me, because nothing else is going to keep us safe.
It would ease my mind if you would allow me to at least see the other king.
Bring your eyes down here, big one.
Sure.
All right,
And I will get.
Will kind of get out of the way. And
Look.
I will. How big is the slit?
It's probably like maybe 2 inches tall by about a foot wide.
Would it be possible for me to reach in and touch him with lesser restoration?
Oh,
No, he would most certainly recoil in fear and be very upset with you.
Well, it's worth an ask.
But
Well,
you can
can I
clearly
see him?
you as you peek in, you can see the other king is gagged and bound, but otherwise seems to be okay.
Thank you for letting me know that he's alive.
Why would I hurt my precious Nurgly?
I just wanted to see to make sure he was okay.
Well, he's certainly more okay in here than he is out there. Who knows what was going to get him? Again, get the changeling and then don't come back.
Sure.
He kind of shuts the slit, and you can kind of hear footsteps. Yeah, kind of walking away from the door.
I could have misty stepped in there, but it seemed kind of rude.
what
Um,
what did he look like?
Can you cast message to me, please?
Yeah. What? You hear what in your head?
He's gagged, tied, and bound.
Oh.
You should probably sped that.
Look, I'm not one to judge kinks. Like, okay. Like, is it a bad kind of gagged, tied, and bound, or?
It looks very much against his will.
Okay.
The question is, can we bust this door open, and then I can try to resto the one king, and we can free the other one?
We're talking about a pair of kings here. Maybe we should talk to somebody else before we actually bust down a door and, make enemies of an entire city that we just slept in.
Are you messaging this, or are you just out loud now?
That's what I'm asking
This is
too.
messaging.
We're messaging.
So we're just standing there in silence. I'm just kind of like, what are they doing? So I see the verbal and semantic component back and forth from Bamir, and I'm like, all right, I know what you're doing.
Daislin's gonna peek up. Hey, everyone. So what's going on? I heard the conversation you had with the king. The king seems pretty concerned about there being some kind of a creature or changeling beastie in here. Are we gonna go investigate that?
I'm just gonna hold a finger up while we're talking.
Yeah, we probably are.
Let's move away from here and see if we can find a quiet place to talk.
Sure.
Like a throne room.
Like the throne room.
Yeah, like the throne room. Ironically. All right. Let's all go to the throne room.
Taking the party to the throne room.
The kings are crazy in Gnomengarde. Sorry.
I mean, can't we just go across the bridge, try to find this whole missing gnome thing, and report back to them?
Okay. Why don't you tell him what you told me?
So the other king is bound, gagged, tied, and very much looks like it's against his will.
Yeah, he said that.
He said that because
But he admitted to that very, very clearly. Yeah.
Right. But the other king doesn't. Look, I don't pretend to understand a whole lot about gnomish politics. In fact, I probably know very little. But if these two are married and are a couple, and one is holding the other against their will, that's a problem.
Oh yeah, it's a problem. But I think once again he's just
It's a
terrified.
problem, but we shouldn't be breaking into that door, therefore making enemies of an entire city, Rasheen.
That's what I said.
However, if we bust in the door, I resto the one king, we free the other one. Are we
And if
really
it's
making
not
enemies?
if it's not successful, then what? Then you just busted into the bedroom of a king.
I'm
Will
walking out
the
of
other
the room.
king be on
I
our
know
side
where
if
I
we
come
free the other
from.
king? If he's being held against his will, and we free the other king, they'll be on our side.
Once again, if
Okay.
we bust open the room, all the
Alright,
gnomes and their
here's-
inventions.
Here's what we
will be
should
upon
do,
us.
I think. Let's go over there, look for this shape changer changeling thing. The terminology is changing all the time. And see if we can find it. And if we don't, then we make up some kind of evidence to show the other king to convince him that there are no evil shape changers around. And then maybe he'll let the other king go and let them out.
If he's crazed out of his mind because he's high or his mind is altered or whatever, he's not going to believe whatever you say if you say the changeling's gone. He's just not going to believe you.
Well, you're not as convincing as I am.
He's got a point. But I'm gonna start going that way.
I mean, what? Why don't we all go together?
As you guys are discussing in the throne room, and Leif, you're about to leave.
Oh, I've been out of the throne room. I'm like peeking in the door.
Yeah, you're
I walked out already, like 30 seconds ago.
right.
Hmm.
1 second.
Okay.
To do that, you kind of strain your ear a bit back towards the direction of the two inventor gnomes.
Mhm.
You hear a good bit of struggling.
Oh no.
Oh my god! Ow!
Lots of weird squeaky noises and bad things.
Does the party hear this? Just me.
I mean, party can probably hear some of it. You hear
Okay.
it better than they can, though.
Guys, gnomes, trouble. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Travel.
As you
are
guys-
we rolling initiative or?
As you guys make your way back down the steps into the room, you see that the table at which Fiddlestib has been working has now sprouted limbs and appears to be trying to consume him. While Dabbledob looks on in horror.
Alright, I'm going back that way.
Um,
And we will pick up here next time.